Disgraceful performance. Disgraceful performance. We can't hit a barn door. Disgraceful performance from that attack. What on earth were they doing? What on earth were they doing? The referee, we even had a game where we can't blame the referees. Everything went our way. To be fair, the referee was terrible, and Manchester United fans should feel robbed that they even were down to 10 men or given a penalty. They tried to hand us the game, and we couldn't take our chances. Havertz, missed chance after 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 missed chance. That was a 0 out of 10 performance from Kai Havertz. Going through the list of players, first things first, give Manchester United their credit. Their goalkeeper stood on his head. He made a save in the penalty shootout. Raya couldn't make a single save in the penalty shootout. Those guys came to play, and we were there, and we were toothless. We could talk about injuries. We could talk about all these other stuff. Forget about that. We're at home. We're the better team. We have the possession. We have the chances. We created the chances. We can't finish our dinner. Somebody's grandmother, every single one of you guys, your grandmother would have made some of those chances. It was embarrassing. Embarrassing from that team. And to get knocked out on penalties in the fashion that we did, down to 10 men, we should have capitalized. We only have ourselves to blame. No excuses today. Genuinely, one of the worst performances I've seen from our Arsenal team this season and maybe over the last couple of years. I got Gunnar Souls in the building. I got Deo in the house. Guys, just go. Deo, just go.
What's up, man? Yeah, I mean, you said it all. We have ourselves to blame for this game. The game, I just didn't understand. It was very confusing to watch because it's like today the referee even gave us advantages, literally gave us a lot of advantages. I mean, the sending off, I was like, no, that's wrong, because if that happened to me, I'd complain. So for me, that was an advantage. 10 men, Manchester United, disgraceful performance.
Are you finally coming to the realization this is going to be another trophyless season?
No, here's the thing that confuses me. The stats say different, the results say different. So it's very hard for my brain to actually connect both of those things. Because when I look at the stats and I'm like, you should be finishing your dinner. You should be scoring those goals. Why are you getting 8 shots on target, 6 shots on target, 5 shots on target? Why are you getting all of these, opportunities and not finishing them? So for me, that's where the confusion is for me. So if you see what I'm saying, like it's almost like you're watching the game, we're not looking too good, but the stats are saying differently. United barely had a sniff every time they went forward, they looked dangerous, and you have to give kudos to them, man. I mean, Martin Odegaard missing that penalty 9 out of 10 times, you'd be like he scores that penalty. So yeah, I mean, today, honestly speaking, I can clearly categorically say that it wasn't 11v10. In fact, it was 12v10 because of the referee. It was 12v10, and we still could not. Something is wrong. We still could not just get it over the line. So something is definitely wrong, because when you look at all of the output, you look at all of the stuff that the way the team was set up. At the end of 90 minutes, if you've not won this game, something is wrong. Something is missing.
Down to 10 men also. They were down to 10 men for majority of that second half. Talk to me, Souls, talk to me.
I mean, I'm gonna address this first, right? This super chat. If you're looking at this game and you're blaming Arteta for the fact that
first. He paid money for this. Jaden, big up to you. He says it's time to hold Arteta accountable. 3 of you deluded frauds deserve this. Phase 5, you can't believe you can't beat United. Egal, it's Arteta. It's just admit it.
He's not the only one, right? There's a lot of people.
Can I go first? Because I need to take my baby's not feeling very well, so I need to. Yeah, it's put that in private chat. To that super chat, it's because you don't know anything about the rivalry between United and Arsenal. United could be playing crap. Arsenal could be playing crap whenever those two teams meet, especially in the FA Cup. If you don't know the history of the FA Cup between United and Arsenal, you shouldn't be speaking. United is the team that has knocked Arsenal out of the FA Cup the most. The single team that has knocked us out of the FA Cup the most. Even though we've won the most FA Cups. Every time we've been knocked out, the team that has single-handedly knocked us out, this is number 9 now that they've knocked us out. We've knocked them out 5 times. There is a rivalry between Arsenal and United. So this, is Arteta, is this? Yeah. Did Arteta set the team up to win the game? The stats say yes. Did the team put it away? No.
Let's talk about this. Souls wanted to speak. Havertz is your guy, bro. He's our guy. We back him. But this is unacceptable today. And he missed the penalty to lose us the penalty shootout.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. If you're looking at this game in isolation, by the way, we can go back and review every single game, but today isn't on Arteta. You know, for those brain dead people who are going to sit there, right, and say the game plan, the tactics, the manager got it wrong, are absolutely brain dead.
But he's saying it's 10 men, for fuck's sake.
It doesn't matter if it's 10 men. How the fuck's that on Arteta? If Havertz is missing from 1 yard, you blame the manager. Are you stupid? Are you thick in the head or something? Because I'm sick of this, right? Blame the people. Like today, everyone's on Sterling's back. Why? Because this fan base loves to scapegoat the easiest player. Call out the bullshit. Havertz was shit today. Odegaard was shit today. Gabriel's mistake cost us. Right? Call the right players out. Why are we blaming Sterling when Sterling was our most threatening player today? Why are we blaming Arteta when the game plan wasn't wrong? We had nearly 3.5 XG. We had 3 to 4 big chances. Havertz had a 1 yard, right? From 1 yard he missed. This isn't on him today. This is on those players who can't finish. This is on Martinelli for not finishing. This is on Odegaard for not scoring the penalty. Sometimes, yes, you can blame the manager. You can blame him for his recruitment. But we're hearing it more now. We're getting more of the truth from him. He's having to come back and get his plan B signings because they don't want to sign his first choice players. They don't want to do that. Because now it's the biggest tell. Because if this board has hoodwinked us, this is where if they don't sign a single player this window, right, they can all go. Every single one of them can go. Because this project is clearly bullshit. Because how are we looking at this, right? Coming out of two cup competitions in a space of a week. Now, yes, we've got a second leg against Newcastle and anything can happen in that. But if we do not sign someone, if we do not go get an attacker, this season's done. There is no hope for this season. This is over to the board, whether it's Arteta, whether you want to blame the Cronkies, whether you want to blame the board. I don't really care who's to blame. They can all fuck off if they don't want to sign anyone. If the money doesn't become available and we don't go get someone that can bona fide make us challenges and win us these kind of games, they can all fuck off. That includes Arteta. That includes the board. That includes the owners. This whole club can just go. Because what is the actual point when the iron is hot? Why are we not striking? If they don't sign a player, I'm telling you now, this season's done. I don't even care. I'm not even watching. Fuck this, because as a fan, we don't deserve this shit. We don't deserve, right, time and time again to be let down. This is now, we're at a critical point of a project, right? Where I'm telling you, all of the hard work, right, Arteta and the board and the Cronkies, I'll give them all credit, right, for getting the fan base back on board, getting a good feel vibe back in the club, turning the mentality around, getting us back to wanting to believe in the club. It's all going to go. All of that hard work will be scrapped if they don't act now. Because you can't come out of an FA Cup, potentially out of a Carabao Cup, and then not reinvest in the team. That's absolutely bullshit. And you will turn this club toxic if nothing happens.
But so here's what I want to say about the owners, right? I don't think it's on the owners, because in one breath we hear everybody talk about how we spent 800 million over 5 years, and we make it sound like that's a lot of investment. If we genuinely have spent 800 million, that means that the owners have put money into the club and backed the club. The recruitment, I can say maybe like what I said on the stream the other day, is I think that the way we went about this recruitment was the kind of players that we recruited are players who are 75% good at 3 positions and not 100% good at 1 position. On our team, on our squad, outside Raya, who is, the goalkeeper, that's a specialist, right? Bukayo Saka, specialist, is on the right. That's where he plays on. We know what he does. Saliba and Gabriel, we know that those are specialists, right? Every other person literally can play 2 or 3 roles. And I think that recruitment is what is hurting us now, because one injury to one player, that means you don't have that player available for.
Forget about recruitment today.
No. So I'm coming from Igal. Gal, hear what I'm saying? Let me finish. Which is what I'm saying. Kai Havertz recruitment, for example, is a player that can play in midfield and play up front, which is stupid to me. Like, get me out number 9. In this kind of situation, that's why you need to sub somebody.
We have all defended Kai Havertz at times.
You know,
Today's defeat, I'm not going to blame Arteta. I'm going to blame the players, but one of the players who's going to be at the top of the list is Kai Havertz. He had 4 gilt-edged chances. He also had a situation where he missed a penalty at the end of the game. You can blame Odegaard also, who missed a penalty, but Kai Havertz is number 1 on my list, and I'm starting with him because he's one of the main reasons why we didn't go and get a striker this summer. He's one of the guys who we banked on to perform, and we're now realizing that Bukayo Saka was holding his hand. Bukayo Saka was literally putting it on a plate for him the majority of the time, and now without Bukayo Saka there, his true colors are showing. I don't think he's reset back to what he was at Chelsea.
That's what I'm saying. His confidence is shot again. Something is going on somewhere. This is what I'm talking about, because we've seen this same player when he was confident second half of last season actually scoring 14 games out of 16 games, right? Back to back. This was not a player that, like, yeah, we can criticize this particular game, and it's annoying for me because what has happened to your confidence again? Like, what exactly is going on behind the scenes where the players are losing confidence? I remember this Arsenal team second half of last season, whenever we were a goal down or a team scored us, you saw the players lift their head up and just walk back to the center circle, put the ball down, get ready to pass it, because they wanted to go. Today, the minute United scored, even Gabriel Magalhaes was looking down like, man. So there's
you know what I said?
Something wrong somewhere. There's something wrong.
I honestly believe if Gabriel Magalhaes played at striker today and had Kai Havertz's chances, he would have scored.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. But the issue is not just saying, oh, this person would have scored. The issue is what is going on with Kai Havertz is what I'm asking. Like, what do we think the issue is? Why his confidence is so short, where he cannot score from one yard away?
Let's ask Souls. You're not somebody who scapegoats Kai Havertz all the time. You're somebody who's quite balanced with him. What do you think the issue was today? He just had an off day?
No, he's had an off day. He's had an off, like, couple of months, really. Like, if we're being absolutely real, has he been good this month period? No, this season period. Like, I've backed him and I do support him and I do think there is a player there. But I am also getting to that point of, I don't want confident players anymore. I want you to go and do your job. Like, we're here to win a league title. We want to win the cups. We want to win, right? And if you go through these patches because shit's happening in your life or whatever, right, then this ain't the club for you, because we ain't got the patience anymore. We ain't going to just sit around, right, waiting for you to sort out whatever it is. I don't care. There's no excuses. How do you miss from 1 yard out? You're a 65 million Champions League winner who's a German international. You're at the pomp of your powers here. This isn't the same as, like, Ethan missing the opportunity. This isn't a Miles Lewis-Skelly missing the opportunity where you can sit there and give him a bit of grace. This is you hitting your prime years. This is where you're supposed to deliver. I don't care about your confidence. That's not a confidence issue. You should be banging that in. That should be your bread and butter. You're 1 yard out.
So
you've had 2 opportunities.
Like, whether it's wrong, then definitely something is wrong. Then, and whatever
I don't care.
No. I don't know. I don't care. So what I'm saying is, whatever it is, this is where we need to look at. What is the club going to do? What are we going to do this January? Because the truth is, before we address what we're going to do, let's finish up some of the topics of this game. There's also another player who we need to speak about, the captain, Martin Odegaard. I thought Martin Odegaard at times was doing well, but then there's other times where he's extremely sloppy. We always talk about Martinelli, but today we got to talk about the 2 captains. There was 2 captains on the pitch today. One stepped up, got his team a goal, and scored his penalty in the penalty shootout. The other one missed a penalty, had an overall mixed performance where I felt like he was one of the people who was trying to dictate the tempo, keep us going at the beginning, but misplacing passes, wasn't smooth. And today, Bruno Fernandes helped basically secure the win for Manchester United, where Martin Odegaard couldn't get us over the line. I mean,
Odegaard has been off. As a leader, right, and as a captain, you're supposed to, deploy your best abilities, like whatever your team has, you're supposed to utilize that. We've got Jorginho on the pitch. Why didn't he take the penalty? He's arguably one of the best penalty takers in the world. Forget our team for a moment.
He was taken out. Jorginho was subbed.
No.
Jorginho was
No. Odegaard.
No,
missed
he's
penalty.
talking about when Odegaard missed the penalty.
You're talking about when Odegaard missed the
Yeah,
penalty.
like you've got the best, arguably one of the best penalty takers in the world, let alone the league. Right? This is a pressure moment. I hate this thing of let me boost his confidence. Let's get him performing. No more charity penalties. This isn't a charity penalty. We needed to give it to Jorginho.
I don't think.
One second. Can we admit though that yes, he missed the penalty, but the goalkeeper also put in a shift. Like you gotta give.
No, I don't care. He's not our best penalty taker. He's never been our best penalty taker. There's no reason for him to take that penalty. Forget about the performance.
I think I understand what Saul's is saying. There's a certain stage you get to in a tournament, right, where you just do the effective things and not the things that you normally would do, which is because he's the captain, let him take the penalty. This might never be a confidence thing. This might just be the captain decided, okay, I'm overruling everybody, I'm going to take it. In this hold on, let me finish, Igal, let me just finish real quick. In this type of situation, you pick your best penalty taker on the squad to just go ahead and slot it in and let's move on. Right.
I'm not trying to make an excuse. He put it in the corner. The goalkeeper made a great save. It's like
a defender taking a penalty, right? It's like when you've got a striker on the pitch, you're supposed to let your striker take it. There's certain players, right? You have certain roles.
Who are you going to trust? Havertz?
Jorginho, bro. Listen, Jorginho is one of the best penalty takers of the last decade. Let's forget this year. He's arguably one of the best penalty takers the world has seen.
And Saul's is right, Igal. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you let your best penalty taker take it. And if the goalkeeper saves it, then we're like, oh, one of the best penalty takers, the goalkeeper saved it. We can actually have a reason to be like, this is what it is. But if you risk these kind of chances and say, okay, well, and I'm not saying that Odegaard is not a good penalty taker because he took his penalty in the and scored it. That's the second one. My thing is, in those type of situations, you want to deploy your best tool. That is what you want to do. You don't want to deploy leadership and be like, okay, well, it's almost like if you ran a business, right, and they ask somebody to bring in a marketing concept, you have a marketing director guy. Let him write up the marketing concept. Don't be like, I'm the CEO, I'm going to go write it myself. You might know how to write it, but it's not going to be as good as the person who's a specialist at it. So honestly speaking, this is where some of those type of rules need to change in the team. If I were a manager, my penalty taker will always be the person that can take the best penalty, whether be it a defender, be it a goalkeeper. If my goalkeeper is the best penalty taker, that's who's taking that penalty so that we can score it and we can move on.
Okay. You know what a lot of people online are saying? It's on Arteta today. It's on Arteta today. It's on Arteta. Call out the fraud. This, that. When you do this and you have this many chances, this many shots, this many XG, that many opportunities where we could have scored literally in front of the goal, how can you guys say the person who's bringing us to that level is the issue when it's the players who are clearly at fault today? I'm putting it on the players. People in the chat, let me know. Is it on the players or do you think it's on the manager? Because I don't think the stats, the eye test, everything tells me today is on the players. But people want to constantly scapegoat Arteta. They're saying Arteta brought the players. They're saying Arteta signed these guys. Clearly, he wants better. And he's not being given that.
But no, we can't say he's not being given that. Even if he signed the players, I will back Arteta on this one, right? You signed these players and you brought them to this level, to this amount of statistics in the game, and it was not able to be put in the back of the net. That's on the players on the pitch. I don't care what anybody says. We've seen good managers take mediocre players and get them to the point, and the players on the pitch, he's told you, if you do this, all you have to do is be clinical. Be clinical. You can't be 1 yard away and miss. Like,
bro, it's worse than that. How on earth do you sky the ball from this position? Souls, talk to me. How do you do that? Like,
yeah, look at this.
I mean, the thing is, yes, of course, Kai Havertz or whoever that is, like, that was Trossard.
No, this was delete. It was deletes that hit the ball before Trossard.
Yeah. Like, so whoever it is to blame for this, right? Declan Rice had an opportunity from similar distance as well. Exactly. Kai Havertz had like 1 or 2 from similar distance as well. The thing is, right, this is why, like, you have to listen to what managers and football, especially when you're growing up, like, being in academies and stuff like that, when your coaches are talking to you, they will always tell you one thing. My job is to get you to the box, into the final third. After that, it's your decisions that dictate whether this is going to turn into a goal or they're going to attack us. Today, that's what Arteta did. Arteta got us to the final third. He got us the opportunities. He got us to just under 4 XG. He got us about 5-6 big opportunities. That's what his system allowed today. That's what his game plan allowed for today. He can't account for people not scoring them. He can't account for you missing open goals. He can't account for the fact that you're going to miss a penalty. These things aren't on the manager. Sometimes you've got to blame the player quality. Now, if people are saying it's on Arteta because he recruited these players, fine. But if you're going to say because he doesn't have the tactical nous to get us over the line, that's bullshit.
People are saying sack him once again. People are saying sack him tonight. And there's a large portion of the fan base who never wanted him in the first place. They're saying if you don't finish with the trophy this season, it's unacceptable.
Yeah, if he doesn't finish with the trophy this season, it's unacceptable. He needs to leave. That I can be that I can stand.
But Gayo, we're already out of the FA Cup. We're gonna lose the League Cup to Newcastle most likely. We're not gonna win the Champions League, and we're not gonna win the league.
Nobody knows the future. All I know is I'm gonna wait till the end of the season. And then all of this, we're not.
The season might end today, bro.
Do you know what my stance is?
I want to talk about.
Imagine we lose to Tottenham in the next game.
I want to talk about something real quick, Igal. I'm not going to imagine what has not happened. I want to talk about today's game that we watched. Let's talk about the things that are the issues that can be fixed. We keep going about what if. Okay, what if we don't go on a mad run and win the rest of our games for the rest of the season like we did last season? What if? The what ifs I don't care about because I can't see the future, but I can talk about today's game. I'll give you another example of why it's not the manager's fault today. Martinelli's offside, the first goal, right? It was Martinelli who scored that ball. The offside by Martinelli. Why don't you
Odegaard that deflected off Maguire?
Yeah, the one that I'm saying Odegaard and deflected off Maguire and Martin. I'm saying like, why did you not make a diagonal run?
Yeah,
like the managers worked you to that position as a player, to make a diagonal run and not a straight run. It's like there are things that when people say, when people say things like, the manager is, yeah, I agree. You may say you don't like him. I don't look. I'm not Arteta. Yeah, stay no. But I look at people want him
tonight.
Yeah, but they're not going to sack him tonight. That's number one. Number two is we know that they just gave him a deal. He's going to be here till the end of the season. My point is, whatever they do this January, they need to fix something for us to get a trophy. That's what needs to happen. So this whole essence of me trying to predict the future. Look, I can go on and say, oh yeah, what if we lose to Tottenham? Okay, what if we win against Tottenham? I don't care about that. I care about today's game, what I saw, and what can be fixed.
All right. Final thing before we do player ratings and we talk about some of these guys. This is not an excuse, but we are extremely unlucky. Bukayo Saka injured, Calafiori injured, Ethan injured, Ben White injured, Tomiyasu, Gabriel Jesus getting a knee injury in this game, Timber substituted due to an injury, Jorginho substituted due to an injury. That's 3 players this game alone substituted due to an injury, and we found out Calafiori got a muscular injury before the game. 4 players down just during this game or before the game. We're not a very unlucky season.
It's not just about being unlucky. This is where the issue is again, player management. This one here, the injuries are part of the game. I can't even try and make an excuse with injuries. No, my thing is this is when we say like using your players correctly. When we got that penalty in the game today, Jorginho should have been the one to take that penalty. He's our best penalty taker.
Scholes is right.
That is what you call managing your players, because you have a lot of injuries. You don't have your best players on the pitch, so you're effective with the things that you need to do in a game to win the game. And this is where the captain should not have overwritten it and be like, I'm what's his name, Odegaard, I'm the captain, I'm going to take it.
Finally, big up Tyler Johns for the super chat. It says back to life, back to reality. Trolling me for what I used to say to Tottenham. Souls, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to each one. You got I'm gonna nominate somebody to give a player rating, and then you give us your player rating.
I gotta run. This little miss here is not feeling
okay. No worries. Go ahead, bro. Raya, what you saying, Souls?
Didn't do anything wrong. I'll give him a 6.
Could have saved the penalty, maybe. That's the only difference. Timber, what you saying?
6.
Timber 6, Raya 6, Timber 6, Saliba, Gabriel. You giving them similar performances? Because I thought Gabriel, of course, he got the goal, all around performance. I'm going to give Gabriel 7.5. Saliba.
He got the goal, but he was also at fault, so I'm giving him a 5. He made up for his mistake, but
fair enough. Saliba 7.
6.
Mazlou Skelly didn't even notice he got subbed off. Like
I didn't even know he played.
Kieran Tierney came on. He crossed in a couple of good balls. I'll give Mazlou Skelly a 6. Odegaard, What are we saying? 5?
No, he's getting a 3. He needs to dash that kid, man. Honestly, that kid. Since that kid and he's become a fight, he's been shit. He needs to
Jorginho?
sleep.
Jorginho?
Jorginho had an okay game, in my opinion. I'd give him a 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say something like that too. Mikel Moreno had a poor game. What does he do? Genuine
I don't
question.
know. Today he had 1 pass and that's it. After that,
What
I
does
have no
Mikel Moreno do? The January transfer window has been a shocker, bro. I mean, the summer transfer window has been a shocker. We signed Mikel Moreno, Calafiori, who's always injured, Neto, who's a cup keeper who doesn't even get game time. What is he? Why did we sign him for? He doesn't even play. We played academy keepers more than we played Neto. And Raheem Sterling came on. He looked okay. I'll give it to Raheem Sterling. Mikel Moreno, though, poor performance again. I'll give him a 5. Jesus, unfortunately, got injured. He was having a good game before he got injured. I'll give him a 6.
Yeah.
Havertz, 0.
Fucking shit.
Literally cost us the game.
Absolutely shit.
Literally cost us the game today. And then finally, Martinelli.
I'll give him a 5 because he was a bit of a bozo today, but I'm just getting used to it. That's just his average performances now.
That's what he is nowadays. Yeah, that's just what he is. He's just that shit player nowadays, bro. What are we saying here? Time for Arteta to go. We don't need a striker. You don't think Arteta wants a striker? Like, what are we doing here? People acting like Arteta doesn't want to sign a striker. Next, Raheem Sterling. I'm going to give him a 6. I'm going to give Declan Rice a 6.
I'm going to give Sterling a 7. I actually thought he was outstanding when he came on.
I thought Declan Rice should have scored his chance also, so I'm going to give him a 6.
No, I'm giving him a 4.
Trossard.
He can get a 0 as well. Absolutely dog shit.
Thomas Partey came on and actually made a difference in the 100th minute. Why did it take so long? And also, fans booing Thomas Partey. We don't have our priorities straight. We need a goal. We need to win a game. You guys are booing one of our own players. Get your heads right. And then Kieran Tierney played well also. Give him a 5. Overall, Mikel Arteta gets a 7, 6, 6. I'll give him a 6. I think he did everything right. It's just the players couldn't finish their goddamn dinner, bro.
Yeah, we need something, man. We need like a clinical edge. We need an X factor. We need something, and it has to happen this season. Like this window, I don't even care. Kvaratskhelia is available, and he's going to PSG. There's definitely opportunities in this window, man. It's over to the board to go get it done.
Fair
or
enough.
Arteta or whoever. I don't care who it is. Someone just needs to go and do something.
And yeah, if we don't sign anybody this window, the season's over. You might as well pack it up, and Arteta might as well.
There's no point.
Arteta might as well resign. If they don't sign somebody in January, he might as well resign because they're putting his reputation at risk. They're literally
It's not about his reputation. It's just what is the point of the rest of the season? He's not going to. There is nothing to get a tune out of.
We're gonna have to go, bro. Love for the love people. We got over 2,000 people. This is a record for the channel. Genuinely, I hate the fact that you guys only come here when we lose. It's ridiculous. You guys need to show some love after a win because the numbers today have been ridiculous. You guys need to make sure you hit that like button also. But yeah, Arsenal, man, they keep letting us down. They keep letting us down, man. It is what it is. What can we do? Gunnar Souls, big up. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and we'll most likely be live tomorrow. Peace.
All right.